best angle for me, but we're going to go with it because at least you guys are out of the car, right? So I'm doing the whole make room challenge. This is basically something I already wanted to do anyways, was to actually, get in my Bible every single day. And I am not perfect at all. That's going to be like my real slogan. I'm not perfect. Like, by no means necessary. There are so many things that I like to do. And I think especially when you are younger, um, and you're still trying to figure out what really makes you happy and how to just deal with like the real stress that you did not know that was going to come with life, you may not be the best example for people. And I definitely, I know I'm not the best example, but I am like a living example, right? And I want to make sure that I am examining my life in such a way that is conducive to the things that I want to do and accomplish. So yeah, I started a little challenge. You just basically commit to reading the Bible and praying for a set amount of minutes every day. The whole thing was about just being intentional. That's the main thing, is doing things with intention. That's the way of the world right now, because everybody is kind of like scatterbrained, because you have so much stuff coming at you at one time. From the time you wake up, your cell phone, you can get on whatever kind of social media app you want to get into and tap in, and it makes you unfocused in a lot of areas. You really do get unfocused. You get addicted to multitasking. I know that I am. Not only am I addicted to multitasking, I'm addicted to moving fast. Like, if it's not fast movement, big and exciting, woo, my patience is like, I'm ready to rip your head off. And that's just true for me. But today I kind of like calmed myself down. I said that I'm going to be doing mine in the morning, first thing when I get up. I was already like waking up and saying, thank you God for like a new day and things like that. But long story short, I read like into like the book of Ephesians twice this week, or the 2 days that I've been doing it. And I just like to keep it simple. Just about that whole passage where it talks about like the armor of God and wearing like the breastplate of righteousness and things like that. It says above all things is the shield of faith. I think that faith in itself is one of the simplest things that you can have, and one of the best things that you can have. One of the most well-rounded things that you can have in your life is a sense of faith, a sense that life is bigger than you, but there is something working in your favor on your behalf that's also larger than you. So it takes a lot of the unnecessary worration away. And like my mom says, which is a nice statement, that the Bible is deep and complete. So don't just take one thing and run with it, because what I'm going to say, some people will want to combat, right? But the main thing is that I've already said you don't have to fight every battle. Every battle is not yours to fight. But also know that you can rest in knowing that it's not yours to fight. You don't have to be uneasy about it. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to, mull over it or come back to it. I find myself all day long saying, let it go, let it go, let it go. Like, I feel like I get paid to let things go. I feel like my whole life is letting things go. I cannot hold on to a lot of things because I have to pack light. I have to keep my baggage light to be able to move a lot. Like, even when I'm watching these vlogs back or whatever it is that I'm doing on this YouTube thing, even when I'm watching back, it's like I'm always somewhere. I'm always doing different things. Like, I'm at the restaurant, I'm at brunch, I'm at the comedy club, I'm at church, I'm in the store. I'm never just sitting down. I don't live a slow-paced life. For me not to do that, I have got to let anything go that is not pushing me forward. What enables me to do that is having a faith system set up to know that I don't have to worry about everything. Even at work, and that's more practical, I kind of struggle with that. I'm the kind of person that likes to do everything because I feel like people are always going to try to do me in. And not like always trying to do me in, but maybe they're just not going to do it as well as I would do it. Maybe they're not going to have that level of precision that I would have. And what that does, it does make me suffer, because a lot of my stuff is not done with precision because I'm trying to do everything, and probably things that I'm not even supposed to do. And that's in all areas of my life. So kind of right now, I want to kind of like streamline and really boil my life down to things that are important to me. I knew that I already wanted to do that this June. And I think something that I had kind of discounted the fact was is talking to other people. And sometimes people could give you like a simple word such as headhunter. And you're like, I never thought about that. I never thought that that would apply to me. And they're like, well, it probably would apply to you. So just simple words from people can really like help you. It doesn't have to be anything deep. Or can help me, I can say. But the only reason why I'm becoming more aware of that is because I was honest with myself and saying something is clearly not working for me. something right now. I don't know what it is. It's just not working. I just feel like I'm always in this combative state. And I think I was just trying too hard. And I'm okay now of not trying too hard. That's like the number one piece of advice that like senior citizens try to give like younger people. Like if you watch documentaries and things like that, like what would you tell your younger self? All those studies, people said they would relax more, they would stress less, they would enjoy more. And sometimes I just find myself like, you know what? Just enjoy this moment right now. Like, don't sit up here and think about every single thing you have to do, every email you have to do, every bill you have to pay. Just put on your makeup and be quiet. Like, mentally quiet. Mentally quiet is important.